welcome to another episode of Seeking God's Heart. My name is Dupe, and today I would like to talk to us about preparation for the journey ahead. As people, we're used to preparations. We prepare for everything. A student knows that the exam's coming, we prepare for the exam. The student also spends 4 to 6 years in university in preparation and the hope of getting a good job. A pregnant mother goes out shopping, goes to the market to buy things for the baby that is coming, sets up a room, makes sure that when the baby comes, the baby is comfortable. We all know about brides. Brides are preparing for the wedding day. They go all out, especially these days, to make sure that that wedding day is perfect. People pay so much attention to their career and will work on putting in their very best and preparing themselves for a promotion, a possible promotion tomorrow. Now we spend all of our life preparing, making sure that our life here is perfect. As human beings, probably we spend 70, 80, those who live very long will probably live up to 120 years. But very rarely do we see people really taking out time and preparing for eternity. And that's the journey ahead that I'm talking about. It's going to come to everybody. That journey starts immediately. We leave this body and we get to heaven. Our final destination on the other side of eternity depends significantly on the preparations we make here on earth. You can't get over there and say that, okay, I want to start being a good person, or okay, I want to give my life to Christ. Whatever we need to do to make sure that the journey over there is perfect has to start right here on earth. The fact is that even Jesus Christ himself is involved in preparation. When he was about to leave here, he said, I go to my Father and I go to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house, there are many mansions, and I go to prepare a place for you. Jesus Christ, when we get to the other side, the fact of it is that Jesus Christ is going to be the judge. He's going to be the one to decide where we spend eternity based on how we've lived our life here. Now, I want to tell you an interesting story. There's a man who was going for an interview. He was on the train, and as he was about to come out of the train, somebody stepped on him. So he took time out to abuse that person and curse that person very well. That person didn't say anything, and eventually he went on his way for the interview. He was so annoyed. Now, when he got to the office where he was going to take the interview, the secretary told him, you can go in now and see the interviewer. Lo and behold, as he got in there, it was the man he had abused and cursed in the train that was the interviewer. He was shocked. In fact, he didn't even remember. It shows that he, in life, he spends a lot of time doing that. So the man had to remind him, I think I've seen you before. I was on the train today. He said, wow, so that was you. I'm so sorry. He said, don't worry. I won't take it out on you. So he did the interview. Of course, he didn't get the job, and we all know why. I think that's a very good example for us, because when we get to the other side, Jesus Christ himself is going to be the judge. There are some people who spend their time on here cursing God, and they land on the other side very, very surprised at what they will meet. Research tells us that about 150,000 people die every day. And I believe that a lot of them get to the other side unprepared. In the same way we prepare for the journey of life, we prepare for wedding, we prepare for school, we prepare for, you want to buy a car, you save money, some people prepare for retirement, and so on and so forth. I believe that it's very important that we take time out, sit down, and ask ourselves some very detailed questions. Where am I going to spend eternity? Are we ready and prepared, if anything happens today, to meet with Jesus? When we meet Jesus, will he say, welcome, good and faithful servant? Thank you for watching. I pray that by the grace of God, your eternity will be in heaven and not on the other side. But it just doesn't happen by accident. You need to prepare towards it. You need to plan towards it. One of the things you need to do is really to accept Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior, because he's the judge on the other side. God bless you. Thank you for watching this episode of Seeking God's Heart.